Okay, good morning. So today I'm discussing the eighth topic, that is Cartesian system of rectangular coordinates and straight lines. Cartesian system of rectangular coordinates and straight lines topic, session number 3. Today I'm discussing the Cartesian system of rectangular coordinates and straight lines. Uh, topic is Cartesian system of rectangle coordinates and straight lines. Session is third. This is the eighth topic. I hope you can follow it. It's the eighth topic. Now here, if the equations, first question, that is 13th question of today's session, if the equation of the locus of a point equidistant from the points a1, b1 and a2, b2 is a1 minus a2x plus b1 minus b2y plus c equals 0, then C equals a1 squared minus a2 squared plus b1 squared minus b2 squared, here half into a1 squared plus a2 squared plus b1 squared plus b2 squared. Third option, square root of a1 squared plus b1 squared minus a2 squared minus b2 squared. Fourth option, half into a2 squared plus b2 squared minus a1 squared minus b1 squared. The equation of question is the equation of the locus. Locus means the path traced by the moving point under certain geometrical condition. Locus means the path traced by a moving point under certain geometric condition. So the locus of a point equidistant from the points a1, b1 and a2, b2 is given to be this equation, a1 minus a2 of x plus b1 minus b2 of y plus c equals 0. Then the value of c is, okay. Okay, solution now. Let p of x comma y be any point. Let p of x comma y be any point. Let a1 b1 and b a2 b2 be the given points. Let p of xy be any point. Okay, moving point might be some point, and let 2 points be there, a and b. Coordinates are a1 b1, b a2 b2. It's also given that PA equals PB. That is the magnitude of PA is equal to magnitude of PB. Okay. So PA squared is equal to PB squared. Squaring both sides. This is the absolute value. Absolute value of PA equals absolute value of PB, which implies PA squared equals PB squared. So what we get here? So PA square means distance formula. I have written directly, but you know already you are preparing for the exam. I have been telling you this session of mine will help you only in the final stage. This is just like a revision. I am not going through the basics. So distance formula P and A. So what is the distance formula? Square root of x minus a1 whole squared plus y minus b1 whole squared because PA squared. Then PB squared, P is equal to PB squared because the equidistant, right? Squaring both sides, PB squared, P distance between P and B, that is square root, PB will be square root of x minus a2 squared plus y minus b2 squared, square root of that whole squared. So square root and square get cancelled. Then we expand this, that is a squared plus b squared minus 2ab, expand it. Here also a squared plus b squared minus 2, expand all the 4 terms and rearrange it, and whichever cancelled we try to cancel it. So finally we are left with the, see all the suffix 1 I brought to one side, all the suffix 2 I brought to the other side. So I get here after rearranging, okay, the steps I have skipped after rearranging. Purposely I have skipped the step. Some of the things you should do yourself because you are answering a entrance exam. You should know to do, not just by heart. So a1 squared plus b1 squared minus 2a1x minus 2b1y, and this side will be a2 squared plus b2 squared minus 2a2x minus 2b2y. So finally by rearranging we get 2 into a1 minus a2 of x plus 2 into b1 minus b2 of y plus a2 squared plus b2 squared minus a1 squared minus b1 squared equals 0. So finally we get a1 minus a2 of x plus b1 minus b2 of y plus half into a2 squared plus b2 squared minus a1 squared minus b1 squared equals 0. So this is same as writing a1 minus a2x plus b1 minus b2y plus c equals 0. This constant I have taken out. Hope you understood. I divided throughout by 2. X and y terms are written and constants are written together. Then this c will be equal to this. So c will be half into a2 squared plus b2 squared minus a1 squared minus b1 squared, and that is nothing but option D. I hope you have understood this. So once again I will explain. First time I am explaining thoroughly, second time I am explaining fast. Wherever possible, I will highlight the formulas, but everything cannot be explained. Basics, fundamentals, you should know because already you have gone to the college and also you have attended, might be attended some professional classes, especially for engineering entrance exams. So, if the equation of the locus of a point equidistant from the points a1, b1 and a2, b2 is if the equation of the locus of a point equidistant from the points a1, b1 and a2, b2 is a1 minus a2 of x plus b1 minus b2 of y plus c equals 0, then c equals. So, A first option a1 squared minus a2 squared plus b1 squared minus b2 squared. Second option half into a1 squared plus a2 squared plus b1 squared plus b2 squared. Third option square root of a1 squared plus b1 squared minus a2 squared minus b2 squared. And fourth option half into a2 squared plus b2 squared minus of a1 squared minus b1 squared. Okay. Now solution, let p x comma y be any point and a1 b1 and b a2 b2 be the given points. Let p x comma y be any point a1 b1 and b a2 b2 be the given points. Also given the distance of pa is equal distance of pb, that is pa squared equals pb squared. So x1 minus a1 squared plus y1 minus b1 squared by distance formula equals x minus sorry, here not x1, it is x, just correct it, it is x, okay, because here x is there, x minus a2 squared plus y minus b2 squared. Then you expand this, all the four terms you can see of the type a minus b whole squared, that is a squared plus b squared minus 2ab. Expand all of them separately and whichever term cancels you cancel and bring all the terms which are having suffix 1 one side and the suffix 2 to the other side. That is being done. Then all the x terms are written, brought to one side and written, see like this, and everything written in one side equal to 0. Now after this I have divided by 2 because our equation in the problem is of that type. See, a1 minus a2 is not there here, so I divide by 2. So the remaining this part, that is the constant part here, I take it as c. So comparing with the given, we get c equals half into a2 squared plus b2 squared minus a1 squared minus b1 squared, that is option D. I hope you have followed it. Okay, thorough with that. Now we go to the next question. Question number 14. The locus of centroid of the triangle whose vertices are a cos t comma a sin t, b sin t comma minus b cos t and 1 comma 0, where t is a parameter, is locus of centroid of the triangle whose vertices are a cos t comma a sin t, b sin t comma minus b cos t and 1 comma 0. Okay, whose vertices are a cos t comma a sin t, b sin t comma minus b cos t and 1 comma 0, where t is a parameter, is 3x plus 1 whole squared plus 3y squared equals a squared minus b squared. Second option 3x minus 1 squared plus 3y squared equals a squared minus b squared. Third option 3x minus 1 squared plus 3y squared equals a squared plus b squared. Fourth option 3x plus 1 squared plus 3y squared equals a squared plus b squared. Okay, now if alpha comma beta is the centroid, okay, if alpha comma beta is the centroid, then alpha is equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3, beta equals y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. Same formula used, that is a cos t plus b sin t plus 1 by 3, a sin t minus b cos t plus 0 by 3. Now it is given here, see, a cos t plus b sin t, I have taken it as alpha, this is beta, so I cross multiply 3 alpha minus 1 and a sin t minus b cos t is 3 beta. Then squaring and adding, okay, squaring and adding, again here, squaring and adding. If I square and add, you know, here I have to use a plus b whole squared formula. That is a squared cos squared t plus b squared sin squared t plus 2a ab cos t sin t. And right hand side also as it is 3 alpha minus 1 whole squared. Here again I have to expand it, a minus b whole squared, a squared sin squared t plus b squared cos squared t minus 2ab sin t cos t equals 9b squared. So squaring and adding or 3b whole squared. Then we get like this, squaring and adding, because that sin squared theta plus cos squared theta is 1. Using that formula we get like this. Hence the locus of alpha comma beta is, you know how to write the locus, alpha comma beta is the moving point. Let alpha comma beta is a centroid. So wherever alpha we bring a fixed, that is x, 3x minus 1 squared, and beta is another moving point. We make it fixed, the locus, when we write the equation of the locus. So 3x minus 1 squared plus 3y squared equals a squared plus b squared. This is the required locus, and the option for this will be third option. Okay. Once again I repeat, the locus of centroid of the triangle whose vertices are a cos t comma a sin t, b sin t comma minus b cos t, and 1 comma 0, where t is a parameter, is a 3x plus 1 squared plus 3y squared equals a squared minus b squared, b 3x minus 1 squared plus 3y squared equals a squared minus b squared, and c 3x minus 1 squared plus 3y whole squared equals a squared plus b squared, and d 3x plus 1 squared plus 3y squared equals a squared plus b squared. Okay. Now if alpha comma beta is the centroid, then we get here alpha equals a cos t plus b sin t plus 1 by 3, beta equals a sin t minus b cos t by 3. So here we get a cos t plus b sin t plus 1 equals 3 alpha, that is 3 alpha minus 1. Here a sin t minus b cos t equals 3 beta. So then squaring and adding, we get here, I told you how to square both sides. Use a plus b whole squared formula, and also use sin squared t plus cos squared t is equal to 1. Here also same thing, we get a squared plus b squared equals 3 alpha minus 1 squared plus 3 beta squared. So hence locus of alpha comma beta is 3x minus 1 squared plus 3y whole squared is equal to a squared plus b squared. So now we go to find the, that is question number 14 over. Now question number 15. So orthocenter of the triangle whose vertices are 0, 0, 3, 4, 4, 0. Orthocenter of the triangle whose vertices are 0, 0, 3, 4 and 4, 0 is 3, 7 by 3, 3, 5 by 4, C 5, minus 2, D 3, 3 by 4. So first of all, again I repeat the problem. The orthocenter of the triangle. What is this orthocenter also you should know. I will just briefly tell you. Orthocenter of triangle whose vertices are 0, 0, 3, 4, 4, 0. Okay, 3 vertices of a triangle is 3, 7 by 3, first option. Second option 3, 5 by 4. Third option 5, minus 2. Fourth option 3, 3 by 4. Okay. Orthocenter. Orthocenter means point of intersection of the altitudes. Orthocenter means it is the point of intersection of the altitudes. Point of intersection of the altitudes of a triangle. Okay. Now slope of AB. ABC here you can see. A is 0, 0. B is 3, 4. C is 4, 0. So you can see here the triangle. Altitudes means point of intersection of altitudes is orthocenter. So what we do here is literally we find the equation of any two altitudes, any two heights, and then find the point of intersection. The third one will pass through that. It's concurrent because it is concurrent. Okay, concurrent means they meet at a point. So what, first I will go find the slope of AB. First I will find the slope of AB. Okay, first I will find the slope of AB. That sorry, this is not OBA, is the triangle OB. It is slope is difference in y by difference in x. So here I have taken 4 minus 0 by 3 minus 0, that is 4 by 3. AM is perpendicular to OB. Here AM is perpendicular to OB. So if the slope of AB is 4 by 3, slope of AM will be minus 3 by 4 because they are perpendicular, and you know the relation between slopes. If two lines are perpendicular having slopes m1 and m2, then m1 into m2 is minus 1. Okay, so now equation of AM is y minus, because it passes through 4, 0, y minus y1, that is y minus 0 equals slope minus 3 by 4 into x minus 4. Okay, so this will be 3x minus 4y minus 12 equals 0. 3x minus 4y minus 12 equals 0. Similarly, equation of OL. Will be same way. First find the slope of AB. Whatever you get, since OL is perpendicular to AB, it will be negative of the reciprocal. Then it passes through OL. So equation of AM. Okay, equation of that is equation of OL. OL means it passes through 0, 0. So use the same formula, y minus 0 equal to slope into x minus 0, like that. So we get the answer as x minus 4y, because here constant term is not there because it passes through the origin. Now the two altitudes equations you got. One equation is 3x minus 4y. minus 12 equals 0. Another equation is x minus 4y equals 0. Solving 1 and 2, any method, either by simultaneous linear equation method, adding, subtracting, or matrix method, anything, whichever is easy for you. Okay, so orthocenter is solving these two equations 3 comma 3 by 4, because orthocenter is the point of intersection of the altitudes. So once again I'll explain this. Orthocenter of triangle whose vertices are 0 comma 0, 3 comma 4, 4 comma 0 is 3 comma 7 by 3, 3 comma 5 by 4, 5 comma minus 2, 3 comma 3 by 4. Okay. So orthocenter is the point of intersection of the heights. Altitudes means perpendicular drawn from the vertex to the opposite side. So here we find the point of intersection of any two altitudes. That is, I'll find out of AM and OL the equation and find the point of intersection. Third one will pass through that, because the altitudes are concurrent, and the point of concurrence, that is the point of intersection, is orthocenter. Okay, now slope of OB you got. So slope of AM perpendicular to that will be minus 3 by 4. Equation of AM is y minus 0. Y minus y1 is slope into x minus x1. Y minus 0 equals minus 3 by 4 into x minus x1. That is x minus 4. We get 3x minus 4y minus 12 equals 0. Similarly, we find equation of OL. That is, we find the slope of AB, and once we difference in y by difference in x, and OL is perpendicular to AB, so negative of the reciprocal. Once you know the slope, it passes through the point 0 comma 0. So y minus y, x1 y1 will be 0 comma 0. So equation will be, we use the equation y minus y1 is equal to slope into x minus x1. We get the equation of OL as x minus 4y equals 0. Now we got the equation of the altitudes of two lines, that is AM and OL. So now we want the point of intersection. That means we have to solve these two equations. Any method which is easier for RCM method or adding, subtracting, anything, solving simultaneous linear equation, anything. So solving, all of you, any method, you should get the same answer, 3 comma 3 by 4. So 3 comma 3 by 4 means it is the fourth option. So question number 16. Triangle is formed by the coordinates 0 comma 0, 0 comma 21 and 21 comma 0. Okay, triangle is formed by the coordinates 0 comma 0, 0 comma 21 and 21 comma 0. Hope you understood. One triangle is formed by the coordinates. Question number 16. The third session this is. Triangle is formed by the coordinates 0 comma 0, 0 comma 21 and 21 comma 0. Find the number of integral coordinates, means number of integers, strictly inside the triangle. Find the number of integer coordinates which are in the integer value strictly inside the triangle. That is, integral coordinates has both x and y. Integral coordinates means both x and y are integers. So find the number of integral coordinates. Find the number of integral coordinates. First option 190, second option 105, third option 231, fourth option 205. Okay. Now we draw the triangle. See, it will be in this way: 0 comma 0, and I took 0 A B. A is 0 comma 21. B I took 0 comma 21. A I took 21 comma 0. Anything you can take. It is same. Whatever you take. Need not by heart. Okay. Now looking here, the x-intercept. The x-intercept will be from here till here. That is, you know how much it cuts the x-axis. That will be the x-intercept. So the x-intercept will be from here till here. That is 21. Y-intercept also will be from here to here. That is 21. So x by a, that is x-intercept, x by 21 plus y by b, that is y-intercept 21 equals 1. X by a plus y by b equals 1. So what we get here, x plus y equals 21. That is 1. So number of integral solution of x plus y less than 21. Number of integral solution. So equation of AB is here. This is the equation of AB. Okay. Yeah, the equation of AB, you know that. So number of integral solutions now. Number of integral solutions which are less than AB, because it's given which is inside the triangle. Okay, it is given it is inside the triangle. So this line is x plus y equals 21. So number of integral solutions of x plus y less than 21, that is inside this. X plus y less than 21, that is x is less than 21 minus y. X is less than 21 minus y we'll get from here. X is less than 21 minus y. So that will be number of integral solutions. So if I take y value, see y value if I take, for example, 0, 0, 21, and if I take y as 1. So like that, if you go on finding out all the solution, it will be there are 19 solutions. 19 plus 18 plus 17 plus 16 till 1. So this is the sum of natural numbers from 1 to 19. Sum of natural numbers from 1 to n is n into n plus 1 by 2. So 19 into 20 by 2, that is 190. So the number of integral solutions will be equal to 190. Number of integral solutions will be equal to 190. Once again I repeat. Triangle is formed by the coordinates 0, 0, 0, 21 and 21, 0. Find the number of integral coordinates strictly inside the triangle. Find the number of integral coordinates strictly inside the triangle. So integral coordinates has both x and y. Integral coordinates has both what? X and y. So first option is 190, second option 105, third option 231, fourth option 205. Fourth option is 205. So triangle is formed by the coordinates 0, 0, 0, 21 and 21, 0. Find the number of integral coordinates strictly inside the triangle. That is integral coordinates as both x and y. So 190, 105, 231, 205. So equation of AB is x by 21 plus y by 21 equals 1, because when you draw the diagram we get like this. So intercept form. So x plus 20, x plus y equals 21. So number of integral solutions is x plus y less than 21. So x less than 21 minus y. So here we get 19 plus 18 etc. till 1. That is 19 into 20 by 2, which is equal to 190. Which is equal to 190. So we get here as 190. So that is the option we have. So number of integral coordinates strictly inside the triangle. Number of integral coordinates strictly inside the triangle is 190. So 190 means it is option A. Now 17. Okay. Let A 2, minus 3, B minus 2, 1 be the vertices of a triangle ABC. Let A 2, minus 3, B minus 2, 1 be the vertices of a triangle ABC. If the centroid of the triangle moves on the line, if the centroid of the triangle moves on the line 2x plus 3y equals 1, then the locus of the vertex C in the line A 2x plus 3y equals 9, B 2x minus 3y equals C, C 3x plus 2y equals 5, D 3x minus 2y equals 3. So let C be alpha comma beta. Let C be alpha comma beta. Centroid will be x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3, y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. So if you add one point is alpha comma beta, A, B, C. I hope you understood the question. Let A 2 minus 3, B minus 2 1 be the vertices of a triangle ABC. If the centroid of the triangle moves on the line, centroid is in this line always, then the C, where will the, what is the locus of the point C? For the centroid to be on the line here, what is the locus of the vertex C? So we take that third vertex C as alpha comma beta. Centroid is x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3, y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. So 2 minus 2 plus alpha by 3 minus 3 plus 1 plus beta by 3, that is alpha by 3 comma minus beta minus 2 by 3. Now this centroid which is given here, it lies on the line 2x plus 3y equals 1. So 2 into alpha by 3 plus 3 into beta minus 2 by 3 equals 1. Simplify this by taking LCM. We get 2 alpha plus 3 beta minus 6. So 2 alpha plus 3 beta equals 9. So the locus of alpha beta now will be 2x plus 3y equals 9. 2x plus 3y equals 9. So it is first option. The locus of alpha comma beta will be 2x plus 3y equals 9. So option number 1. Now question number 8. Okay, I hope you have followed this. If you want, I'll explain once again. Okay, so if A 2 minus 3, B minus 2 1 be the vertices of a triangle ABC, if the centroid of the triangle moves on the line, see 2x plus 3y equals 1, then the locus of the vertex C is the line. First option 2x plus 3y equals 9. Second option 2x minus 3y equals 7. Third option 3x plus 2y equals 5. Fourth option 3x minus 2y equals 3. So the third vertex of the triangle, I take C as alpha comma beta. Centroid of the formula for centroid of the triangle with three vertices is given by x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3, y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. So 2 minus 2 plus alpha by 3 minus 3 plus 1 plus beta by 3, that is alpha by 3 comma beta minus 2 by 3. Now this centroid lies on the line 2x plus 3y equals 1. So wherever x you put alpha by 3, wherever y you put beta minus 2 by 3. Simplify this, we get 2 alpha plus 3 beta minus 6 equals 3, that is 2 alpha plus 3 beta equals 9. Hence the locus of alpha comma beta is 2x plus 3y equals 9. That is the first option. Okay, I hope it is clear. Now we go to the next question, that is question number 18. The equation of the straight line passing through the point 4 comma 3. The equation of the straight line, read the question properly. The equation of the straight line passing through the point 4 comma 3 and making intercepts on the coordinate axis whose sum is minus 1 and making intercepts on the coordinate axis whose sum is minus 1 is, okay, x by 2 plus y by 3 equals minus 1 and x by minus 2 plus y by 1 equals minus 1. Second option, x by 2 minus y by 3 equals minus 1 and x by minus 2 plus y by 1 equals minus 1. Third option, x by 2 plus y by 3 equals 1 and x by 2 plus y by 1 equals 1. Fourth option, x by 2 minus y by 3 equals 1 and x by minus 2 plus y by 1 equals 1. Okay, let a and b be the intercepts. Let a comma b be the intercepts on the axis. So equation of straight line is x by a plus y by b equals 1. If a and b, we are going to use the intercept form of the equation. If a is the x-intercept and b is the y-intercept, because this question, why we use this form? Because this question there is a word intercepts here. It's given whose sum is minus 1. Making intercepts on the x-axis and y-axis, coordinate axis, whose sum is minus 1. For that reason, let a and b be the intercepts on the axis. Okay, intercepts on the x-axis and y-axis. Equation of the line will be x by a plus y by b equals 1. This line passes through 4 comma 3, so it satisfies the equation. So wherever x I will put 4, wherever y I will put 3. So I get 4 by a plus 3 by b equals 1. It is given that in the question sum of the intercepts is minus 1. It is given sum of the intercepts is minus 1. So a plus b is minus 1. So b equals minus 1 minus a. This type of problem you might have solved in your class also. B minus 1 minus 1. There are two unknowns to find. We make it any one unknown by using this. B is minus 1 minus a. So in place of b I write minus 1 minus a and take LCM a into minus 1 minus a. You know how to take LCM and add it. Everything cancels. We get a squared is equal to 4. We get a equals plus or minus 2. So when a is plus 2 from 4, b will be minus 1 minus 2, that is minus 3. When a is minus 2 from 4, b is minus 1 minus into minus plus 2, that is 1. So we got the answers as first x by 2 plus y by minus 3 equals 1. When a equals 2, b is minus 3. So x by 2 plus y by minus 3 equals 1. When a is minus 2, b is 1. X by minus 2 plus y by 1 equals 1. So x by 2 minus y by 3 equals 1 and x by minus 2 plus y by 1 equals 1, which is nothing but the option number 4. Which is the option number 4, which you can see here. See. 4. X by 2 minus y by 3 equals 1 and x by minus 2 plus y by 1 equals 1. Okay, the equation passes through 4 comma 3 and making intercepts on the coordinate axis x-axis and y-axis whose sum is minus 1. So we take the intercepts at a and b. Equation of the line is x by a plus y by b equals 1. As given in the question, it passes through 4 comma 3. So 4 by a plus 3 by b equals 1. There are two unknowns. It is given the sum of the intercepts is minus 1. It is given that the sum of the intercepts is minus 1. So a plus b minus 1. B is minus 1 minus a. Substitute here and simplify it by taking LCM. We get a plus or minus 2. So when a is 2 from 4, b we get minus 1 minus 2, that is minus 3. When a is minus 2, b equals minus 1 plus minus 1 plus 2, that is plus 1. So substitute in the intercept form of the equation x by 2 plus y by b, y by minus 3 equals 1. x by minus 2 plus y by 1 equals 1. We get x by 2 minus y by 3 equals 1 and x by minus 2 plus y by 1 equals 1. This is called as the intercept form. So in this way, the time is up. Go through it, write and study. Any doubt, please ask me. Doubts are welcome. Even in fact, I will be happy if you ask the doubts. So I wind up the session here. All the best. Thank you.